So, oh, that's not too bad, is it? Obviously I have to hold the phone up, but what did I come on here to speak on today? Oh yeah, so today I wanted to actually talk about, I've mentioned this before, I mean not in a video, but I wanted to talk about Emrata. I wanted to talk about Emrata. Emrata, yeah, I posted a photo saying something about her whenever I read her book, because Emrata is an extremely intelligent woman. How's that lighting? Is that right? Maybe, is that right? And just hearing like all of this hate that she gets, and people have these ridiculous demands, because I relate to her on like such a deep level, because like I read her book and I've literally never felt more like seen in my whole life. She had a stalker, and her stalker played her, he used to play her this song, and it was the same song that my stalker used to play me. You know, like, it ain't easy being cheesy. It ain't easy being the hottest girl in the world, probably. The hate that she gets, and what do people want from her? Like, to change her body? Because that's the part that doesn't make sense. Like, people like hating on her so hard and saying she shouldn't be representing these unrealistic body standards, and like, yeah, but that's her body and that's her job, and that's her body and her job. And so like, I have made a decision to go back to my natural colour. So it's basically grown out a lot, and I'm not going to do it up here because I don't know the hairdressers up here. But I've spoken to my hairdresser and she was like, let's do it. I was like, let's do it. So I'm going back to my natural colour, which is kind of this colour, because it makes my eyes pop. Today I want to talk about presence and how to cultivate presence. Why would you want to cultivate presence? Because I think it's fundamental to the joy of life. If you want any level of joy or any level of peace in a true sense, then you need to cultivate presence. You can cultivate presence by doing anything that requires you to be in the moment. My fucking face is itchy, sorry. Yeah, so you can cultivate presence by doing anything that requires you to be in the moment. Things like dancing or painting, but mainly meditation, obviously. Because if you just meditate for like 10 minutes a day, then that cultivates enough presence that, you know, it just might give you a bit more time if later on in the day something happens and you want to blow up or something like that. You know, if something happens and it just infuriates you and you just like your head hits the roof. Cultivating presence. Fuck, hold on, sorry. Hello? Okay. Bye. got me some chocolate.
It is. And
Thank
that's
you.
your date one on top. Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, darling. Have a great night.
Good night. So I just meditated. And if you're paying attention, you can feel that in my energy. Because there's more presence. By presence, I mean presence. You know, like the silence. The something that is in between each of my words. And when you cultivate more presence, sorry, my body hurts so much. But when you cultivate presence, you can better utilize silence. Everything is about sex, except for sex. Sex is about power. You're in control, Allanah. You're in control, Allanah. There's a fascinating new series on, I think it's BBC, called Asking For It. It's linked in one of my highlight reels. I might put it in the description if I remember. My point is that today I'll be explaining the difference, how my eyeballs hurt so much, between power and control. We all know what it's like to be around a controlling person. Maybe it's your mother or father or someone else in your life, perhaps your partner. Maybe people complain about you being a control freak yourself. What does it mean to be in control anyway? Of what? And where does the need come from? What is the difference between being in power and in control? Usually it is those that are not in their power that need to control. So perhaps if you are the one judged for being a control freak, you could ask the question, how can I adjust the choice I am making to make me feel more solid inside? How can I ask for what I need calmly and clearly? If we are in our power, there is no need to make anyone else do anything. We usually find things go the way we wish without having to manipulate or struggle. We don't need to win or convince. We can leave others to their own journey no matter where they are. If we are in our power, we cannot be controlled. We are not called to react to a controlling statement. We are empowered to simply say, that doesn't work for me. We don't have to get in the way of other people's efforts to control us. Now this is an article, it's actually written by a person called Anthony Abagano, Abagnano, or something like that. If we are needing to control, there is something missing that we are seeking. Usually it's something inside that we need to fulfill, and instead we are looking outside, trying to get it from someone else. Thank you, Anthony Abagano, for writing this piece on the difference between power and control. It's a difficult distinction, isn't it? So control to me is like, control is like having your hand and just like squashing things. Like I can control, and it always just, you know, it's not a good idea. Do you know what I mean? Are you with me? Are you with me? How else can you cultivate presence? Presence is, presence is a fundamental building block to patience. Or is it the other way around? Do. You can tell them what I also, can't you? Not if I got in terms of gossip, okay. In terms of gossip, I'm still talking to that boy. Scar under my eye. The boy I was talking to last time. I'm still not going to say his name because I haven't even met him yet, to be fair. And I know that you people are hungry for information. Yeah, he's really sweet, and he doesn't seem to take himself too seriously, which is obviously essential. And I said another thought, but then I thought, I'm not going to say that out loud because it would be inappropriate and ungodly. My feelings towards him are inappropriate and ungodly. I haven't met this person yet, keep in mind I haven't. So I've been like in my head like planning like what am I going to wear when I first meet him, obviously. And I'm going home on I think the 19th, so yeah, but I honestly haven't liked a boy since before Tom died.